Hi everyone, welcome back to Java 1 for All. In this video, we are going to talk about resource bundles. So better than just explaining what is resource bundle, I can show you how it works. For example, we have Amazon.nl, the Amazon for the Netherlands. And as you can see, all the labels are in Dutch. But we have the option where we can set the language to English. And when we change this language to English, as you can see, we have here the same thing we have been using in our locale class. We have the language and then the country, English, Great Britain. Now, if you noticed, all the labels were translated. Of course, this can be very complicated if you are working at Amazon, but at least in our case, we can learn how to do it on backend. So we can learn how to translate all the labels and all the messages, maybe all the exceptions that we will give to the user based on the locale the user can choose. So let's go back. Let's create a new package. I think we are on T, Tango. Right click, package, T, resource, bundle.test. Resource bundle test 01, PSVM, press tab. Okay, now the first thing we need to do is figure out where our system is located or where our operating system is located. Pretty straightforward. We did that several times. Locale dot get default. Control Shift F10. And as you know from previous classes, I am with my system set to English United States. So this is my locale. Now, resource bundles. Resource bundles, they work with a special type of file. It's just an extension that's called properties file. And we are going to create those files right now. But remember that we are going to use this one. In my case, we use English United States. Please use the one that you can see in your computer. Now, come here and select the source package. It's very important, this location. Right click and then go to File and New. Now, the first thing that we need is the base name of the file. It can be anything in any language. For example, you could type labels, you could type messages, you could type something like in other languages. So the base name, it doesn't matter. So I will go with messages. Now what matters is what comes next. The rule is that you have to send the language, and then you have to send the country that represents that language. And the name of the file should end with properties. So I have messages for English United States .properties. Now this is a properties file. The properties file, they are a special type of file where all the data that we are inputting here will be separated in key and value pairs. So first, let's start with the basic stuff. How do we add comments? You can use either the hashtag, for example, this is one kind of comments that you can have, inline comments, or you can add the exclamation mark. So these are considered comments in the properties file. Now, for the key value pairs, we can type here the key that we want, and to separate the key and the value, we use the equal sign. If I'm not mistaken, you can also use, I'm not entirely sure, but I think you can use either like a column or blank space, but I'm not entirely sure. I know that this is the pattern that everybody uses. So I'm saying here that the key hello is having the value hello associated. We can also use something different. For example, good. Let's say we want good morning, good.morning. And this will be good morning. So remember, I created English United States because my system is in English United States. If yours is in different, Portuguese, Brazilian, Italian, Italy, just make sure that you do have the correct one here. Okay, now that we have the messages English United States properties, let's go back here and let's get a resource bundle. Basically, resource bundle from package java.util.getBundle, and if you notice, we have base name and locale, exactly what we are looking for. What's the base name? The base name is the name of the file that I gave before the first underscore. In this case, messages. And the file name is pretty important, otherwise it will not find this file right here. And the locale. So in my case, I am already in English United States, but I will pass one either way, new locale, English, and make sure that you also send the country, United States. Okay, so I will give a local variable called bundle for this one. Now, we have a couple of methods inside this bundle. For example, if you want to get the keys, it will return enumeration, but we still don't know how to work with iterators. But for example, you can check this contains key. And if I add this inside a salt, it will return false because there is no key called Sasa. But if I add here, for example, hello, it will return true because there is a key called true there. But I will not advise you to always use the contains key because imagine if you have a whole system, this file would be huge. And if you are checking each one of the messages there to make sure that the key exists, yeah, you have a big problem. If the key does not exist and you try to use, it will give you an exception. So how do we get the value based on the key? So let's say that I would like to have hello in my system. So I will call bundle.getString, and it's asking for the key. And I will give the key, that is hello. And I will get back hello. If I send good.morning, it will give back good morning. So basically pretty straightforward. You are giving some key value pairs and you are getting through ResourceBundle. But how is this special? It is special when you start working with different locales. Let's say, for example, now I want to have a different locale. Let's say we are expanding the system and I'm sending the system to Brazil, for example. So I would like to have messages in Portuguese Brazilian. I will right click here and do the same thing. Messages, the base name must be the same, and then Portuguese Brazilian dot properties. So DevDojo is just giving you this grouping, but actually there is no grouping in the file system. So if I show you in the Explorer, you will notice that is inside the SRC there is no grouping. They are all together. Okay, so I will do the same. I will copy these key value pairs because I want exactly the same messages. In Portuguese, hello is olá, and good morning is bom dia. Basically now I have the same keys, but the value is different because the value is based on what I'm going to show to my user. And what I'm going to show to my user is based on the locale. Now I will get this part and say, let's say for now on, the user changed. It's not English anymore, it's Portuguese and from Brazil. The base name, exactly the same. And I will print both strings again. And you will notice that we have a different value. So with just one click, the user can technically change the entire label of the system. Of course, this is never going to translate for you. It's not like you can have two users talking, for example, messaging and having it translated. It doesn't work like that. It's just that you have a key and you have a value that is based on different locale. So Java is finding the correct file based on the locale, and it works recursively. How does it work? Let's say that we have a locale that's, for example, French from Canada. Now, how does it work? Java will first try to look for messages underscore fr underscore ca dot properties. Let's say you are trying to find hello, and it will try to exactly find the hello in this property. If it doesn't find hello there, it will then look for the file but without the country, and if it doesn't find, then it will fall back to your default locale. Basically, it will fall back and search for hello on English United States. If this is my case because I have English United States. If English United States does not have the hello, it will try to find for English without a country. And if it can find, it will try to search for messages.properties, and only then you will get an exception. So if I send here hell, it will give back an exception, say cannot find the resource bundle for the property hell. Now, making use of this fallback, you can have all the messages that are the same in one file. Let's say that hi would be the same for all the languages, or maybe you have all your exception messages in one language. That would be English, for example, and you want them shared across everything. So what you can do to make things a bit more simple to understand is create a file called messages.properties, and here you have, for example, hi. What's going to happen? It doesn't matter the locale, it will always have hi. So for example, I can have here hi. This locale is Portuguese Brazilian. And if I copy this hi to the locale United States, you will also get the same hi. So basically that's how resource bundles they work. Working this way, if you have all your messages or your labels in properties file, you can easily translate them. Of course, you still have to translate, but with one click and changing the locale, you will change all the messages in one shot. Okay, I hope you enjoyed. Let's continue in the next video. Bye.